Hello Eagles and welcome to show number 255. I'm Anne-Marie.
And I'm Andrea. Thank you for joining us, and for many, we are so glad to have you back. This trimester has been a difficult one to say the least.
Agreed. And despite the many challenges, one thing about Apple Valley is that we are strong, and our diversity is what makes us great.
Many of the challenges we have faced have been due to the presence of ICE in our state and communities.
Our first story discusses the hardships that we have faced as a state and how ICE has continued to impact us. This message provides an update on recent federal immigration enforcement activity in Minnesota, why it matters and why many people are concerned. In early January 2026, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security launched what officials described as the largest immigration enforcement operation ever conducted in Minnesota. Around 2,000 federal agents, including ICE officers, were deployed in the Minneapolis to St. Paul area to investigate immigration violations and alleged fraud. Community leaders and immigrant rights groups report a sharp increase in federal law enforcement activity, including traffic stops and operations near residential neighborhoods. This situation is ongoing and continues to evolve. The impact extends far beyond undocumented individuals. Families, workers, and even people who are legally present or U.S. citizens report fear, disruption, and concern over civil liberties. There have been reports of physical harm, including a fatal shooting during an enforcement operation, raising serious questions about public safety and use of force. Protests and confrontations have followed, increasing tension in affected areas. Emotionally and economically, communities are suffering. Many residents are afraid to leave home, go to work, or send children to school. Local businesses are losing customers, trust in law enforcement is eroding, and advocacy groups warn of lasting trauma, especially for children. Overall, the situation is serious because it affects human safety, community trust, and daily life across entire neighborhoods, not just individual cases. Reporting for EaglEye, this is Anne.
Love, not hate! Spread love, not hate!
The shadow of ICE in Minnesota has many wondering what we can do and what we should know.
You should know that you have individual rights.
Many are completely unaware of the rights that you do possess.
This next story highlights your civil liberties.
Let's hear what Kate has to say about this.
For some families, a knock on the door can bring fear instead of safety. Recent ICE activity across the country has many communities y familias concerned. Knowing your rights matters.
From school hallways to public spaces, we also wanted to hear directly from students why having this information about their rights matters to them.
I think in terms of, feeling secure because of your rights, it's important, but we also live in a time where our rights are being stripped from us, right? It's being increasingly normalized and a lot of people don't recognize it. And so knowing my rights, it doesn't make me feel secure, but it makes me feel responsible. Because the question isn't, do we have rights? It's how do we defend them when they're being stripped from us?
I'd even go far to say that learning more of your rights will make you feel almost as a better person too, because when you know your own rights, that means you also know the people around you about their rights too.
As many events globally that are happening in this current state, being able to identify what your rights are, how to use them, and when to use them is critical for your safety.
I think schools can help students feel informed by not treating rights as history. It's reality, it's our current reality. And so being able to bring it to the current moment, being able to show kids that rights are more than just the courtroom, it's what it looks like in your community, in your school.
But also we live in an environment in a community where everyone is super supportive too. So simply just by asking a teacher or a trusted adult more about their rights too, they would be able to learn.
Students should be able to feel safe and respected. We use publicly available Know Your Rights resources from aclu.org to help students understand their rights.
Know your rights.
Students have the right to feel safe at school without fear of bullying, violence, or harassment. Students can share their opinions and ideas as long as it doesn't harm or disrupt others. Students have the right to keep personal information private, like their belongings and messages. Students do not have to speak if they don't want to, especially when questioned. Students can ask teachers, counselors, or trusted adults for help.
This information is helpful and useful for in and out of school. Understanding your rights can help students feel más seguros and informed. Talking to teachers, counselors, or checking resources like ACLU can make a big difference. Recuerda, estar informado es poder. Reportando para EaglEye, soy Kate.
Not only should you know what your rights are, however, your mental health is equally as important.
Even with the drawdown of federal agents, we are left with a struggling community that needs help.
You are not alone, and there are resources available to help you.
Our next story shows what AVHS has in moments of need.
Let's check it out.
Winter is here, and with that comes a decline in mental well-being. It's important to know that you are not alone, and there are friends, staff, and administrators to support you through these hard times.
Well, number one, I think it's great when people can talk about it. I think this generation actually is talking about mental health, and when I was your age, nobody was talking about mental health. So I think it's talking about it is great.
Yeah.
I think there are situations where you obviously need professional care, but I would tell them to control what they can control. Sleep is going to affect your mental health every single day.
Things like not getting enough sleep can affect how we go on with our days, whether that's homework or just about anything. It's important to spread awareness and be there for each other during these stressful days. Contact your administrator or counselor if you need to get anything off your shoulders.
It is cool to know that AVHS is not only here to help with our schoolwork, but here to help personally as well.
I agree, and on top of mental health resources, many students are not aware of the clubs and organizations we have too.
One of those organizations is BSU, or the Black Student Union.
We are proud of our diversity here at AVHS.
And BSU seeks to celebrate diversity. Let's take a look.
Studies show that cultural clubs increase students' sense of belonging, confidence, and school engagement.
BSU is a student-led group. It's also a place where you can talk about anything on your mind or in today's society. Some of BSU's goals are to show people it doesn't matter what your skin color is, you're always going to be welcome as BSU, and to help students and people in our community. A student should join BSU because it offers a community, culture, support, and a leadership to meet new people and feel understood, build friendships, and connect and share experience. BSU hosts different events like Paint and Sip movie night and are currently working on an upcoming multicultural talent show.
Come and support Black Student Union as they support our student community. We hope to see you there soon.
Wow, it's so cool to see how BSU makes sure people are celebrated and represented.
Right? You can definitely feel the love.
Another club at AVHS focuses on making sure others feel the love too. Take Letters of Love, for example.
The mission of this club is to spread positivity and comfort to kids who are experiencing challenges.
Letters of Love shares hope to those who need it. Let's take a closer look.
Around the world, there are a lot of people going through many different things, especially what's going on in the US right now. Thankfully, there still are people trying to bring good into the world and for who are currently struggling. And you may or may not know this, but they are currently in our school right now. This group of students who partnered with the group Letters of Love send letters to children's hospitals all around the world with the goal of making them feel better while they are going through their own problems. This group originated in Orono High School in Long Lake, Minnesota in 2018 and has only been growing ever since then. The creator, Grace Verbig, started this project in her junior year of high school, and ever since her mom passed, Grace, at a young age, devoted and made it her goal to help others in need of support, just like her mother. This started the group Letters of Love, a way for people to support others in need without having to spend anything except for their own personal time. So you should come on down and show some love, not only to the club, but to all the kids who are currently struggling and would appreciate the support.
Well, that's all the time we have left.
Thanks as always for your continued support of EaglEye.
We appreciate it a lot.
And as always,
thanks for watching!